Hi, my name is Kevin Ludlow, and I'm currently running for the Texas State House of Representatives in District 46. Currently, it's Friday, October 3rd, 2014, and I want to tell a quick story about something that happened to me 2 days ago, Wednesday, October 1st, 2014. It involves me having been called out of work to come home to find my house surrounded by police officers, or police officer cars anyways, only to walk inside of my house to be physically detained by a police officer and to really not be told much of anything. And all of this at the alleged suspicion that somebody in the area smelled marijuana on my house cleaner. This is what happened. And so the story is basically that my house cleaner's at my house on Wednesday as she comes, and she was cleaning the house, and somebody from around the neighborhood had seen her and reported a suspicious person inside of my house because they saw that I wasn't home. Why they did this, I have no idea. To make matters worse, they proceeded to act significantly. They acted very erratic. They started going around the house trying to get in. They were looking through all the windows, shaking the door. And my house cleaner called me, and she was scared to death because she didn't know what was going on. And so we talked for a while. I'm on the phone with her as this is happening. And ultimately, the police wind up showing up. They knock on the door, Austin PD, etc. And she opens it, and she talks to them, explains who she is. She's my house cleaner. She's allowed to be there. And I asked them to... I asked her to put me on the phone with them. So I do the same thing. I explain, hi, this is Kevin Ludlow. She's my house cleaner. She's allowed to be there. You know, what's going on? And of course, I don't see this because I'm not there, but apparently the police officer walks outside with her phone. And he says, well, sir, he says, that's all fine and good. I just want you to know that there's a strong sense or strong odor of marijuana coming from the house. And do you know anything about that? And I said, no, I mean, I don't smoke marijuana, and I don't have any marijuana, or I don't have any drugs at all in the house. And so I don't know why that is. But, you know, what's going on with this guy who's going around the house and acting erratic against my maid? Anyways, he doesn't really say anything about that, but he tells me that I need to come home because he needs to show proof that ultimately I'm the homeowner. He says if I open up the door with my key, that's sufficient to show that. So I do leave work, I come home, it takes me only a few minutes, and upon entering my house with my key, of course, there's a police officer there. He greets me, and he promptly detains me. My house cleaner is sitting on my piano bench. And so I ask him what's going on. He says there's a strong odor of marijuana coming from the house. I don't smell anything. I can't see why there is a strong odor of marijuana coming from the house. I don't smell anything at all, and I don't imagine that anybody else does either. So anyways, I try to go and get my camera. He stops me from doing that. I negotiate with him. He ultimately lets me get it. So I do have some footage of my interaction with them. During all this, another police officer comes in, and once the camera's already rolling, he starts throwing out those typical police platitudes that you've heard before, where, you know, I could have a gun, or I could be dangerous, or whatever else. So I take a step back, point to my giant political sign, which happens to be inside of my house, and essentially allude to the fact that, you know, if you think that I'm somehow dangerous, like, we've got a big problem here, because it's clear as day. I'm standing there in khaki shorts and sandals, having just been pulled out of work. I have a computer underneath my arm when I walk in, and it just kind of goes to show that whole the whole system that police are employing right now. So I want to show what happens inside of the video real quick. I'll play that, and then I'm going to make a few comments about it once the video is over. Okay. So what's going on?
Well, we can smell marijuana. Okay. If you would just have a seat over there. So we're calling the supervisor right now. Find out what he wants to do.
Okay. Okay. So is there some probable cause or something, or what's this?
The odor is probable cause. Mm-hmm. So we're calling the supervisor to find out what route he wants to take, what he wants to do, and as soon as the other officer comes back in, he'll let us know.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
If you would, just stay off the phone for right now, okay?
Can I call an attorney?
Huh?
Yeah.
You can call an attorney later. I'm asking you to stay off the phone, and I can lawfully tell you to be off the phone. It's all for safety.
I'm sorry.
It's all for safety.
I just want to confirm that you tell me I cannot call an attorney.
That is correct. And if you're recording it, that's fine. I'm recording too. I'm telling you, you cannot make a phone call right now.
Okay.
If you would, just have a seat.
Am I under arrest?
You're lawfully detained right now, okay? It's all about safety. That's why I'm asking you to sit down,
This is your house. We don't know if you have weapons. People have weapons in couches and stuff like that. We don't know. All right? So we're just asking you to have a seat. So.
Look, man. Just a big billboard there.
We
I'm
understand.
as public as I can be right now. There's no hidden weapons in the house, and I think that if anything,
I don't know you.
I understand that. I
You
appreciate
don't know me.
I certainly don't. But you're in my house. I came home because there was a concern of somebody driving back and forth to the house.
You're right. That's exactly why we got called here also.
Right. And
It's somebody who's in
has
the
that
house who wasn't
situation
supposed to be here.
has that situation been dealt with? And I told you specifically it was not my house from there. So there was a person driving back and forth.
Okay.
We good?
Talk to 280.
Yeah, we're okay.
We're good.
Did you ID Mr. Ludlow?
Do you want that here?
Sure, you got your ID?
I mean, there's a big picture right there.
Yeah. I'll just take your birthday and I'll do the rest.
There you go, 323.79.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ludlow. Have a good day.
Okay, so what you don't actually see on the video is the fact that before I get there, apparently not only were they harassing the maid, trying to get her to say what she had done or what she hadn't done, but on top of that, they're also trying to ascertain if anybody else was inside of the house. Now, I think this is just one of those bullshit tactics that's being used right now. I'm told that they asked my maid if anybody else was in the house. She said, no, I'm the only one here. He didn't believe her, so he pulled out his firearm and proceeded to search through my house. He went through all the rooms, I'm told. Now, I don't know if my girlfriend had been asleep inside of my bedroom, didn't hear this event happen. I don't know what would have happened. I mean, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I think we have to bear in mind the fact that this whole thing is predicated upon the idea that some police officer, some guy with a hard-on for the war on drugs, decided that that he smelled something. So all of a sudden he has carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wants inside of my house. This is insane. This is absolutely fucking insane that this is happening in the United States of America. Worse, that it's happening in a city like Austin, Texas, which is a little liberal mecca inside of a giant red state. So the fact that we cannot get a handle on this is exactly why it's one of the top issues in my political campaign to reform the war on drugs. I just want to make a really quick statement about my own personal character, and I don't want to get, I don't want to sound too arrogant or anything like that, but I do a lot. I'm very much involved in the community. I work a number of jobs. I do fairly well. I pay a lot of taxes. I have properties. I own businesses. I donate money to charities. I sit on the board of directors for nonprofits. I get my writings published frequently, things of this nature. All of these things generally I think the average person would have to say that I'm a pretty good member of society. I'm a good contributor to society. And I generally am doing things only for the good of others. And if we have policies and laws in these United States whereby somebody like me gets labeled a criminal and is physically detained inside of my house while officers with guns are going through the house searching, all because they claim to have smelled something, we have a serious fucking misstep in this country. And this needs to be fixed. Because the only benefit that I had going into this situation, and I hate that this is what it is, but it is that I'm white. God knows if this was a couple of miles to the east, some poor house with some poor black kid, he would have absolutely been harassed by the police, probably put in cuffs, probably sent off to jail. And we know this. The statistics show it. Nobody's doing a goddamn thing about it. So this is a big issue. I have been trying for weeks now to get my opponent, Donna Dukes, to debate me on these very issues. I think this is a very substantial issue. Certainly I did not expect it to have some sort of actual impact on me during this campaign. And this is the first time ever in my life that I've come home to find police officers inside of my house. And it's not a good feeling. It's a terrible feeling, in fact. Just the idea that these guys were rummaging through my house for no fucking apparent reason. For no fucking apparent reason. I mean, all based upon the fact that they smelled something that you actually cannot defend against. It's impossible to say to somebody, no, you don't smell that. It's not as if you can see it. There's no tangibility to that. So it's an impossible thing to overcome. Anyways, that's the story of what happened. I am furious about the situation, and I've been fighting against this cause for many years, and you can bet your ass that this is going to make me fight that much harder for it. So, thank you for watching, and please come out November 4th and do vote for me, Kevin Ludlow. Thanks very much.